Hey, Alex here with eXp Realty. I sell houses here in the Sacramento area, and I want to point out this blog post. I'll put a link in the description about assumable properties. So you can now assume existing VA loans if you qualify. This is good news because I've had a lot of investors come to me and want to do an assumable, and I've always said, yeah, it has to be owner occupied, but now it can be investor with VA. I think it always could have been. We just didn't have the guidance on it. But I have this blog post. I break it all down for you. Go check it out if you're an investor looking for an assumable. Now, for those who haven't been following me or up to speed on assumables, this is what it is. This is a company that we've partnered with at eXp, and it is listing all of the assumable loans. So, for example, here's one listed at 1,400,000. The existing assumable loan on it is at 2.75%. So, funny story, we had somebody in our office recently closed an escrow on, I think it was a 1,900,000 listing. And initially it had dropped out of escrow because the buyer looked at the payment and said, I can afford this payment, but I don't want to. And so we went back, did our research, and found out it had a VA first on it. And so we went in, restructured the deal as an assumable, and the guy closed on the VA first. And I think he saved over $2,000 a month on his payment. So, assumable, if you're in the market as owner occupied or investor, don't sleep on this one because, like I say, the rates out here, this is one in Lincoln at 2.81%. Rockland 3.52%. These are fully guaranteed loans. You take on the liability of it, the deed transfers, all of that. It's just you're assuming the existing terms. And the reason this is becoming so popular right now is when you look at interest rates right now, 6.53% is the average 30-year fixed rate conventional. When you get into jumbo, you're 6.75. It's a way of making homes affordable. And so what I tell people is when you're checking out assumables, you just have to understand that you can't be too incredibly choosy about the house that you buy because that inventory is limited. But man, it's going to save you thousands of dollars a month. Don't sleep on it, especially when you see rates like this. So how's the market? Well, the market's doing pretty good. And when we go in and look at the market highlights, you can see here that homes for sale in March, 6,677. This is up 12.7% from a month ago, down about 0.5% from a year ago. Homes closed is at up 28.8%. So we see more homes coming on the market, but we're also seeing more closings out there. And you can see this in the graph. To further illustrate this point, you can look at the months of inventory down 14.4% from a month ago, 4% from this time last year. We're seeing that good quality homes, they're priced right, ready to occupy. They're selling fast and they're selling with multiple offers. And my Facebook page, go like, share, comment on Facebook. It helps me out, it helps me promote my listings. This one here is open house I'll be in Friday and Saturday this week. It's out in Newcastle. It's 10 acres, 6,000 square foot main house, 1,200 square foot ADU with accessibility in mind as they built it. Pool house, pool, 6-stall barn, 2 saunas. What else can I say? A pool, a pond. I mean, this thing really has it all. First time on the market, and I'm excited to have the listing, and it's a pleasure to hold the open house out there. But yeah, it's Grapevine Ravine. I'll put a link to it in the chat below. That's your market update for the week. Not a whole lot going on. We're just in the middle of the summer home buying season. As you can see that there's a lot of transactions going on. The war in Iraq is still out there. Interest rates are still not reflecting that the war is over. The Fed met last week and decided to keep the rates the same. So I think we're going to be in this market cycle for the foreseeable future. I don't see rates going down anytime soon. But what I do see is that people are getting to the point where they just need to move. And This market's been really just kind of stagnant for the last couple of years as people have been trying to find direction in the market, and they've been locked into their low interest rates, and I don't want to leave my low interest rate and all of this. And so we're trying to find value, bring value to you, and through Assume List is one way that we're doing it. So if you're thinking about buying or selling your home and you want to know if your home can be included in the Assume List, by all means, reach out to me. I can do some research and find out pretty quickly. In addition to that, I'm doing seller consults on a weekly basis where I go in, give you my initial assessment of what your house needs to sell for, and then I do a full breakdown of 3 different pricing options on how to sell your house. And it gets pretty granular pretty quick, but I like to deliver that to my listing clients, my seller clients, so that you understand exactly where you are in the market. For the buyers, buyer consultation always starts out with the lender. I always sit down with your lender, my lender, whoever it is. You choose whoever. But that's an important place to start so that you understand what the expectation of payment is out there in the market. We also obviously factor in taxes, insurance. Sometimes you have HOA, road maintenance agreement, and all of that. Road maintenance is really dealing more with land and ranch. As you know, I'm a big land and ranch guy. I have several big listings out there like that. And we have to consider those things in there. So this is your market update. If you know anyone interested in buying or selling a house, I always appreciate those referrals. I'm always thankful when they come in. And I look forward to your comments, your likes, your shares, and I will catch you next week.